Welcome back to another show of Travel Live Globally, where we are traveling the globe and bringing all the information to you so that you can make a decision on whether you want to travel to a location or you want to live abroad. And today we are going on a legendary journey. Join us inside as we speak to a legendary music artist. We're going to visit the oldest bar and we're going to go eat at the oldest restaurant in Curacao. So stay tuned and make sure that you catch the end of this episode because while we are at the restaurant, someone is going to be eating something very different. And we're going to share our favorite item off that menu that you need to try when you go visit this special place. So let's go. See you on the inside. Welcome back to Travel Live Globally. So I went to a business networking event last week and I met Mr. Farley
Lourens.
at the event, and he is a legend in the music scene here. So he's going to share with us. He's been in it for
60 years.
60 years now. So we're excited to find out about how the music scene evolved here in Curacao and why everywhere we go there is always music. Everywhere you go, I call it the little island of noisiness. It's not loud, it's not irritating, but everywhere you go there is music.
And
So
it's diverse.
it is very diverse. So share with us a little bit about yourself and how you got into the music industry.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity for granting us this interview. And yes, music is like a driving force behind everything that a community does. And we're an island, a multicultural island, because we had an influx of people who came in from different parts of the world. Each one of them with their culture, their customs, their celebrations of life. And if I have to go back like 60 years, that was like during the 60s, during which beat bands, that name came about naturally because of the influence of the Beatles. Had a big influence on the island also. And you had bands being formed in all neighborhoods on the island and playing the electric guitar, electric bass guitar, drums. And yeah, that developed. My own career started because my dad inspired me in a Boy Scouts organization.
Okay, here on the island.
Here on the island. Yes.
Okay.
And the friar was on top of the Boy Scout organization. He was a Dutchman, but he realized that with music you could keep youth from being on the street, thinking about negative things, doing things really that might harm their future. So what did he do? He imported guitars, microphones, amplifiers, drum sets, etc., which he put in place in a school. He was also a school teacher. And in the afternoon, the kids could come in and express their talent in music. And I was very young when my dad inspired me. I was, I guess, 11 years, 12 years old. and I wasn't involved in the bands because I was very young. And but one way or the other, the music attracted me when there were rehearsals in the classrooms. So every time I had like a break between my Boy Scouts assignments, I would ask to go into one of those classrooms to drink water. And once I'm in, I don't go out because I get like hypnotized by the music.
Right.
And after some of those occasions, two of the leaders were musicians and also school teachers at that school. They noticed my interest and they asked me, "Do you love music?" I said, "Yeah, for sure." Can you play an instrument? I said, "No, I don't play any instrument." Can you sing? I said, "Yeah, I can sing." But I told them I can sing, not knowing that if I could. But then
Ah.
they gave me like yeah, some notes with song lyrics and checked out which of them I was familiar with. And I did an audition, let me call it like that.
Oh,
And
wow.
immediately everybody was like, wow, this guy can sing.
Wow. You manifested it and step into that singing career
Yeah.
before you even knew you could
You
do it.
never knew. Yeah. The thing is, my dad, again, he was the manager of a famous orchestra here on the island. So
Oh.
I was brought up in a house
Okay.
with a lot of music, calypso, bolero, salsa, merengue. And my mother used to like music from Ella Fitzgerald, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra,
Okay.
those kind of music. She was brought up in a different environment than my
Right.
dad. My dad is from Otra Banda, where we are sitting right now. And Otra Banda was a cultural melting pot, because
Uh-huh.
they had a lot of people because of the refinery who came to live in Otra Banda. All of yeah, their different types of music and culture they love, and it became like yeah, a musical melting pot here in Otra Banda,
Yes.
very local.
Yes, I've noticed everywhere I walk, it's different, and it's not the same type of music. It is different
It's different,
music
right? Different.
everywhere you
Real different.
go, but it's always moving. It always gets you moving in your
Get you moving,
seat.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's not rough music
No,
either.
no, no. It's just
Mm-mm.
to for you to carry on with your responsibilities of the day. People, even if you're sitting in an office or working outside, you always have music.
Yep. It's been a little tough doing recording because of the music, but I've enjoyed the
Yeah,
music.
for sure.
So what do you do now with your music talent? What are you doing these days with your music talent?
The last 3.5 years, I started a morning radio show. It came about more or less influenced by the pandemic,
Okay.
because for a lot of years, I still have it. I was doing marketing, but with COVID-19, business were closed. Nobody had business going on. Everybody had to stay home, try not to get contagious COVID-19. So I had to start thinking, what other alternative do I have to keep myself alive, put bread on the table, like we say here.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think we say that universal. Put bread on the table. That's a
that's
universal.
that's it. And then pavimento they say, "Pone pan riba mesa."
That's how they say it
Yeah.
here.
Pone pan riba mesa.
There you
That's
go.
the pavimento. So I always love radio because of my love for music. I, um, I went to sleep with my transistor radio next to my head. I couldn't sleep without my radio next to my
Okay.
my head. And the thing is, I have a very broad baggage of music knowledge, in the sense that, like I said at the beginning of the interview, I started my music career during the pop culture, the British pop culture. Then I also got involved with the soul music of the States,
Mm-hmm.
principally the soul music. Then you had in the late 60s, beginning of the 70s, the psychedelic era, the hippie era, the heavy rock music, which I also participated in. Then for some years, I did salsa music with an orchestra. I did boleros. And my mind was always, like I say, I don't have frontiers. I'm always open to listen to every influence. And I love all kinds of music.
Do
Even
you get into Afrobeats also?
Afrobeats the last years also. So then I got an opportunity, a new radio station that started out 3.5 years back, and they asked me if I wanted to do a morning show.
I love
Caribbean
it.
music, Latin American music, Caribbean music, North American music, everything.
So when I go back to the United States, I'm here for another 30 days, so I can put you on my radio in the
Yes, do
car.
that.
What was it? 88 point what?
88.9.
88.9. If
Yeah.
you're in Curacao and you're visiting Curacao and you need some pick me up in the morning,
Yeah.
go to 88.9. So
And if you're abroad, you can go to our website,
there we go.
www.dushifm.cw. Dushis is I know you have heard the
Welcome.
word. Yeah, Dushi is something used to, the ambience is douchey,
Yes.
the food was douchey, the lady is douchey, the weather is douchey,
Yes.
everything is douchey.
Everything is douchey.
And
It's
douchey is
beautiful.
sweet.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, our radio is called Dushi FM.
All right. So tell us one more time, if we are abroad,
Yeah.
where do we find the radio station? Just one more
One
time.
more time. www.dushifm.cw. Dushi is DUSHI.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Farley,
Yes.
for
It's a
sitting
pleasure.
with me and
Yes.
telling me the traditions of the music of Curacao. And
We do it with
from
pleasure.
now on, I have another respect on all the music that's going on in all the restaurants.
yes, for
Yes.
sure.
I'll be like, yes, let's go in there and feel the vibe. Let's go to this one and feel the
Yes.
vibe.
Yes.
I have another respect.
Mhm.
Even though it's still a little noisy island. It's not loud, but
Yeah,
it's noisy.
it's noisy.
Yes. This show is brought to you by Global Entrepreneurs, a Facebook group for like-minded communities of entrepreneurs who want to travel and live globally. Make sure to go to Facebook, Global Entrepreneurs. All right, so here we go. We are going to go visit the oldest bar in Curacao. Neto Bar's been there since 1954, and it had a vibe to it when we walked inside. This is the outside location. Neto Bar is located in the historic part of Williamstead in Audubon. Now remember, Williamstead is the main capital, I will call the capital area of Curacao, and Audubon is an area over there. This is actually located in the historic part of Audubon. All right, so when you go in, it has a really cool culture, eclectic feel to it. You see all the footballs, as they call them, that they have hanging from the ceiling. Now, I walked over to where they were doing the photos. I would play the sound here, but there was a lot of music going on, so I don't want to be flagged. So I'm just going to show you some image of people who have visited there that he was pointing out to me in these photos, that it has a long history of entertaining the prime ministers and people of status here at the beginning of it. Now it is a local bar where locals hang out. Tourists also go visit this location, and it is actually only a 10-minute walk from the Queen Emma Bridge. Remember, I think it was episode 1 I was talking about the Queen Emma Bridge. So you can get to this location with a 10-minute walk. So make sure if you are in Curacao, go visit it and check it out. It's really culture. It's really cool. It's laid back. It's really nice to go and just check out something that has such a historic meaning on the island. Now, one of the things that Nettle Bar is famous for is called their green rum. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to taste it because I did not know about it before I went there. It was afterwards that I found out about it. So when I go back, I will be trying the green rum. So make sure you try it when you go there. And if you don't drink, have your friends try it, okay? Because, you're going to Nettle Bar. It is the only place that you can find this green rum. It is very popular on Friday nights for the locals. When the cruise ships come in, people go over there and visit it. Again, they say the party started in 1954 and hasn't stopped since then. So it's very long running, probably older than some of you who are watching this video. All right, you got your party on and you got enough drinks in you to try this item on the menu of the oldest restaurant in Curacao. Yes, it is a legendary spot to go visit when you are in Curacao. This restaurant is actually located up in West Punt. You're going to travel towards West Punt to get to this location. It is almost at the tip of the island. So you will need a car to get there, or again, like we talked about in episode 2, getting around in Curacao, you could hire a private driver, or I think the bus will go up there too. But I don't know much about the bus, but you don't want to take a taxi. It's going to cost you too much. But hiring a private driver may be an option if you do not have a car. It is well worth it to go check out Janati's. What's this one?
Iguana stew. And I don't want to keep saying it because if I keep saying it, then I'm going to envision in my mind what an iguana looks like, and then I'm not going to want to eat it. Although they say it tastes just like chicken. Does that look like chicken to you? It looks like beef. Okay. No. I'm gonna do this. Cut a little piece of that meat so you can see. And it really does look like chicken. Let's see. Ooh. It doesn't have the texture of chicken. It kind of has the texture of beef. But the taste is really similar to chicken. Iguana. No. I'll stick with the fish.
So, tell us about this location we are at. Look who we have here. So, we just had. We are at the oldest restaurant in the country, on the island.
In Curacao.
On the island, in Curacao.
Right.
Tell us about this.
So, Janachis, hopefully I'm saying it correctly, but the owner will be joining us shortly, so he'll tell us. Is one of those rare gems where the owner is everything for the image of the place. He literally comes to your table, sits, talks with you, takes your order, goes back, has the order prepared, comes back, visits you several times during your meal,
Pinches you on the side.
especially the young ladies. He
Oh.
seems to really have a fancy for this one. But we had arguably one of the smaller snappers But let me tell you, unbelievably well prepared with no batter, just straight fried. Uh, beans and rice, impeccably seasoned. French fries, just for, maybe American, who knows. A little bit of salad, little peas and carrots on the side. I got a chance to taste the iguana stew. I had fish. And actually, they're right. It does taste like chicken, although the texture is a little bit different. The texture may be more closer to beef, but it tastes like chicken. It was fabulous. Lots of bones if you're going to try it. So make sure you pick through.
They give you an extra plate for your bones.
Give you an extra plate for your bones. That's right.
How many bones is in it.
Lots of flavor though.
Uh-oh.
And then
because she liked it so much.
you feel special.
Look, thank you.
And we topped off the meal with a traditional serving of peanut butter. You have a choice between peanut butter and what was it, rum raisin?
I think it was rum raisin or just raisin.
Whatever. We picked the peanut butter.
No, it's not peanut butter.
I'm
It
sorry,
was
we picked the
peanuts.
peanuts. We were not disappointed. It is made here in the restaurant. I'm understanding you may be able to get it outside the restaurant, but it won't
not
taste the
the same.
same. I've never had peanut ice cream, but if you've had it, you haven't had this, and you have yet tasted anything as great as this.
It's so creamy.
We love it so much that they spoiled us and served up a second help for us to go. So, Nachos here in Curacao, the oldest restaurant on the island, and definitely worth the trip.
Yes. Come visit. Bye. So we just got this ice cream. It's peanut ice cream. Not peanut butter, but peanut ice cream. I thought they were talking about putting peanuts on top of the ice cream. But this is peanut. Ain't no butter in this ice cream. It's straight up peanut ice cream.
And it's good.
It is super good. It tastes like I'm eating a cold nut. Oops, that didn't come out right. Bye. All right, thank you for tuning in to Travel Live Globally. We have been here talking to Farley about the music. We've enjoyed the music. We have a new appreciation of the music here that is on the Curacao Island. Remember, go to
www.gushifm.cw
to get your morning motivation. Thank you. See you next week on another episode of Travel Live Globally. Bye. I scream, you scream, we scream for ice cream.